All right, got a new project. Shy. It's her project. So yesterday, my daughter and I, we went and picked up her first vehicle. And I'll show that to you now. And what that is a 1971 GMC pickup truck. It's the, I don't know if you call it the K1500 or the C10. I don't remember what they call it. If you know, you can correct me down in the comments. It does not have an engine or a transmission. It was originally a 350 motor, or a 350 or a V8 truck is what I'm trying to say. It was an automatic as well, so it is a custom. But anyway, we're both pretty excited about it. You will be seeing that on this channel. It does need some metal work a little bit here and there. We're not going to go all out crazy and stuff, but we are planning on getting this thing up and going pretty quick. So you'll see this kind of floating in and out as I also work on other projects like the red square body, which I'm hoping to get back on possibly tomorrow and get some stuff done on that. Anyway, all right, got a new project. Shy. It's her project. It's a 1971 GMC pickup, custom. As you can see, it needs some work. No motor, no transmission. Hasn't been on the road at least since '97. That's the tag. It's on the license plate. Overall, it's in pretty good shape. The seat's terrible. There's the hood, trim, dash, the cluster, some other pieces and parts. She's currently cleaning out the mess. We're going to start vacuuming here soon. We're going to try to get this seat out first. Alright, go ahead and hold up on that one. Go ahead and you can either get the one on the other side from where you're working. There's another one just to the inside of that. You can try to break it loose, or you can move to this one and try to break it loose. But you need to get them all broke loose before you take them out.
No, sir.
Good. Two bolts out. We got one more to do on the inside of that bracket. There's a hole in the floor we got to fix. Cheyenne's currently working on two of the bolts over there. It's coming along. Nasty, isn't it? Nasty. Look at all them acorns in there.
There's so many.
So many acorns. Maybe instead of calling this thing mouse, we just call it chipmunk.
I mean, the mice probably took the acorns in here.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like somebody left the gas cap off or stole it. So that's probably full of water and junk anyway. We're not going to use it. See some more holes in the floor. Got to replace this section here. I know we got some other soft spots up here, but we'll get it all taken care of. Gross. Drop it. Don't breathe. Nasty.
That is so many acorns.
Let's show them how bad the acorns are.
There's so many acorns.
That thing's gross. I think we get a broom and we sweep some of that out.
Yeah.
See where the fuel tank is?
Yeah.
They decided that was a bad idea, putting the fuel tank right behind the passengers in case there was ever an accident.
I can see why.
Yeah. After a few people go boom inside there.
Yeah.
They kind of frown upon it. So we'll get that thing out. We got fuel lines we got to disconnect, and I bet that'll be a chore. I don't know what. Got a bolt here that holds it. One there, one there, one here, there. This looks like 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. 7 or 8. And the lines. We'll try to unbolt these. I mean, it don't really matter. We're not going to use them. I mean, I don't even think we could save them. Sell them at a swap meet. That thing is nasty. It'll look better though once it's all this garbage is out of here. All right. I'm all set.
Kind of random piece of paper. Probably
Go ahead and throw that in over there.
it's all bugs. Very much alive.
Yeah.
It might have just been in here though. Or been in here.
Getting that. Oh yeah. Rusty, rusty. Hopefully it's not super thin, but I have a feeling it will be. Alright, shot back. We'll just go with it. Alright, you ready?
Sure.
Apply the power!
Get in. Yeah.
I gotta plug it in first. Alright, there we've got it. We've still got a little bit of cleanup to do. I'm going to clean around that cab mount bolt. She's got that one cleaned out. We've got the channels along through there mostly cleaned out. Same thing over here. As far as like complete rebuild, most of it looks like it's going to be on the driver's side. Top side of the rocker here, a little bit inside the floor. But once you get past that, it's pretty solid. So that may be just a wire wheel and paint. Oh, focus here. And over here looks like, point down there where that hole is. Yep, we're going to have a little bit of hole to clean up there. Maybe along that channel up through here. It looked bad. It had a lot of surface stuff in it, but I think it's going to clean up. It felt pretty solid. I checked it a while ago. I think tomorrow we'll focus on getting this fuel tank out and we'll assess the damage behind it. And then I think tonight we're going to lose light, so we're not going to be able to show you, but there's like a ton of bees that was killed in here.
They're wasps.
Wasps, whatever they are, they go all the way across. And we want to get those out of here. I'm allergic to them. I don't know if the stingers are still active enough to hurt me. I don't know enough about them, but I don't want to swell up like a balloon and find out. So, big thanks to Shy as she snickers about me swelling up for getting in here and getting dirty. It's not pleasant, is it? Yeah, but it's looking better, and I feel really good about it as far as the floors. This really is minimal rust repair as far as the inside of the floor goes. Focus. There we go. Yeah, minimal repair as far as the floor. I know I got a hole behind this on the other side, probably one here, but that's easy stuff. So I'm feeling good about it. Once the tank's out of here, I think what we'll do next is maybe we'll either borrow a pressure washer, because I don't have one yet. I want one. I just haven't bought one. I keep waiting on one for like my birthday or Christmas or something, but it hasn't showed up yet.
Ask for it. Maybe you'll get it. I don't know.
We'll get in here with we'll mix up some sort of cleaner, and we'll just like hand scrub what we can, because that is nasty.
Yummy.
But we're making progress. That will be it for the night, so cut. Currently going to be working on 2 projects at the same time, as if it's not hard enough to get one, but we're going to do 2. My daughter's 72 GMC and the Oldsmobile. When she's not available to help me with this, then I'll be floating back and forth, doing what I can, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, we are at that point. As you can see here, we've got the engine and the transmission completely separated. Engine on the engine stand. We're going to start the tear down. When we started getting into it, we realized there had been some water in the system, or water in the engine. I don't think it did any major damage, but we're going to go ahead and blow it apart, clean everything up, do what we can, freshen this thing up, and get it back together to where we feel like we can count on it. So what you're seeing today is going to be the tear down of the motor. Alright, let's see what's under the valve cover here. Gasket's toast as expected. Oh my. I think it might have missed an oil change or two from the looks of it. Let me get you in here. As you can see, baked on mess, cheap oil. Been a while in between oil changes. That's concerningly loose. That one too. Good thing we're taking this apart. That's all I can say. So that's just the way it goes sometimes. You find a bunch of slightly abused engines, but it is what it is. It's the reason why we do what we do and try to get where we are. Get this thing back to where we can count on it. seem dependable, if at all possible. And then we get this one all back together, the same as the others. Eventually, we're going to take some road trips into things because they deserve it. And we're going to try to enjoy them as much as possible. Making sure Alright. Oh my. Well, so much for just slinging it in the other truck. Now I feel better going into it, seeing what we got. Let me get you in here so you can see what it is. Yeah, should have expected that. Alright, we got it popped loose. Let's see how bad it is. Smells exactly how I thought it would. Yeah. That's way too loose. Yep, it's bad. We'll make it better. Definitely make it better. She'll live. She'll run. She was running when she was pulled. Bop, bop. Ba-da-da-da. Hold this with your left hand. You're going to turn this with your right hand. And what it's going to do is it's going to pull this off of that shaft. You're going to turn it, and you'll have to take it off and turn it some more. So you'll have to keep going until it comes off. And move the wrench up so you can push down on it. This one here. Pull it up here where you can get your body weight up to your advantage. Yep. This one's had a little water in it. I don't think it was in there very long. We'll get it all cleaned up. These don't look too bad. Looks like we got some numbers stamped in here. Not sure what the J is, but we got some numbers. This letter J. Maybe somebody out there can tell me what that means. This side's not too bad. Bit of carbon buildup here. This one looks mostly good. Got a little bit of a ridge line. Goes, whoop, a little bit of a ridge line that goes all the way around. I think we're okay with that. Gasket looks like it was sealed up okay. I don't see any past leaks. So that's good, because I've never ran it long enough to know any of that. I gotta say, that is an impressive amount of mud and primarily oil. I guess it kind of explains what I saw on the inside. So I guess if it's leaking, and leaking that much, you don't really have to worry about an oil change. You just keep adding, right? Here we are, did a little scrubbing on the block. It's not quite ready yet, but I'm at that point. I want to see what is under the oil pan to see if this is a 2-bolt or 4-bolt main. Being that it came out of a truck, I'm really hoping it's a 4-bolt just because it's the added strength. Let's get this pan off there and see what we got. But anyway, I'm pretty happy. It is a 4-bolt main. 3 and 4. Rods feel pretty good. A little bit of play in the nose. I'll double check, see what I'm allowed. Not really any forward and reverse thrust movement. Let me put something else on it real quick. Something with some leverage. What the spec is, because I don't know. I don't feel like much. Yep, I'm happy with it. All right. And look at that. Woo, that's a lot. Woo, that's a lot. That's a lot. So somebody's been in here, changed it out. Unfortunately, it's stretched, probably due to oil issues, maybe cheap parts. Not familiar with it. It says, oh, let me see if I can get in here. Made in USA. What? And TGC. I don't know what that means. And then on one of the links there, it says Morse. I've not done many of these. Not seen that one before. Maybe you guys know what it is. Drop it in the comments. Tell me where you can find it. I may try to avoid buying it. That one don't look like it held up very well. Anyway, let's get back at it. Looks like this was pretty much a virgin block. Everything was standard. Bore seems to be standard, nothing oversized. Although the timing chain, it kind of indicated that maybe it had been messed with at some point because the cover looked slightly damaged. On the inside, which, let me show you here. I think I mentioned this earlier. Seems a little beat up, maybe not. Maybe that's normal. But anyway, kind of got our stuff all laid out here. Rods, pistons, mains, bearings, things of that nature. Just trying to stage things for the cleanup of parts and pieces, which will be one of the next big steps. Also, I got to get me a list together so I can get all the necessary components, freeze plugs, correct bearings, things of that nature. The cam looked to be in good shape. The cam bearings, however, have seen better days, so I'm going to have to deal with that. And this is where we are at. I've got the cylinders honed out. Most of them cleaned up pretty good. I probably did it wrong because I've never done it. So it is what it is. It's either going to work or it's not. We're going to send it anyway. Didn't quite clean up as good. I do have some pitting down inside this cylinder. I got another spot that's down in there. I'm just going to convince myself in some way, fashion, that this thing is going to be perfectly fine for what we're doing. You can see I still have not cleaned the block entirely. It has got some nasty, dirty, greasy, thick, cake, you name it, junk in there. That is going to be done here before much longer. I am, like I said already, I'm going to be changing those cam bearings because they need to be changed. Will be a first for me also. I'm going to buy the tools, send it, see what happens. If it fails, it fails. I'll learn my lessons. We'll all move on. That's going to be it for this video. I am out of time this week. Next week, we're going to work on getting you should see us baking the block, blowing out the oil ports, maybe installing the cam bearings, and if I have enough time, we're going to try to get the inside of that engine bay cleaned up and ready. Get some paint on it, and hopefully next week, hopefully next week, we will get back at this thing here, and maybe in another week, we'll get it reassembled. I got lots and lots of cleaning to do. We still got the heads we got to go through. We got to inspect those. Hopefully there's no cracks or issues. We're just going to lap the valves, put some new seals in it, let her go, clean up the pistons, new rings, new rods, new mains, and just go with it. And I think we're going to be fine. I'll double check it to the specs that I do have just to try to make sure I feel better about it. But you're going to see it all right here on this channel, good, bad, right, or wrong. I really appreciate every one of you. If this is the first time you've seen it, you want to see more, you'll have to go back and look at some of the other videos to see the things that I've done.